and figured that she could have a better life as a prostitute than a maid. She made that decision at the age of 14. She was diagnosed with HIV at the age of 17. I still remember the pain and compassion in my mother's voice as she recounted these stories. I wanted to follow in my mother's footsteps and be a doctor to make the world a better place, and my mother, fully supporting me, shared her work and stories to motivate me. Unfortunately, being 2 years younger than my classmates, I was deemed ineligible to pursue medicine for another year. Rather than waste a year waiting for eligibility, my mother persuaded me to take up engineering, my father's profession. She said that there were many ways to impact humans and that opportunity would always present itself to people who had the desire to help others. I took that to heart, and though I pursued engineering and later computer science, I sought to apply my knowledge toward healthcare applications. As an extension of my master's thesis, I worked on a device that performed vagus nerve stimulation for patients who have epilepsy and seizure disorders. As part of my PhD, I worked on smart technology to improve patient quality of life in assisted healthcare. It gave me a sense of fulfillment, knowing that I was using technology to improve patient quality of life in a small way. What I cherish most about those late-night discussions with my mother was her retelling of work stories and experiencing empathy for her patients. We bonded at a deep, emotional, and empathic level. I could sense my mother's passion for her research, her constant effort to improve people's lives, and her pain when talking about her interviews with drug addicts, women in prostitution, and sex trafficking survivors. I am grateful to have been exposed to such an influential parental role model who imparted a sense of empathy in me. My mother passed away from cancer in 2009, and it impacted our family deeply. However, thanks to my mother and her guidance, I have made it my life's purpose to improve human quality of life through technology early in my career. I have had the good fortune to work with hospitals, assisted healthcare facilities, nonprofit organizations, and charitable institutions to help humans and animals through technology. I strive to channel my mother's passion into my work and interactions. I take every opportunity to drive awareness of empathy and its value in enterprises that believe predominantly in technology to transform their businesses. I have embraced the role of a digital humanist and storyteller, promoting workforce empowerment, empathy, and an enabling culture in organizations. My mother's empathic approach to humanity has helped me view challenges as opportunities to help others, especially in the workplace. The first time I was given the opportunity of moving out of an individual contributor role and into management, I was nervous and scared. With a lot of trepidation and a strong imposter syndrome, I took on the management role, as I viewed it as an opportunity to earn a seat at the table, to champion my team's wants and needs. It was a high-pressure job, and being inexperienced, I made many mistakes along the way, which increased my stress and anxiety. I was not a stranger to stress, having dealt with it throughout my life. I was 2 years younger than everyone in school, and while it did not seem like much, it was considerable pressure, especially in my formative years. My school and college were one of the top schools in my state, and there was an expectation that I, along with a few of my classmates, would excel in the final examinations with flying colors. I started suffering from tension headaches at the age of 12. Within a year, it became so severe that I was placed on medication until I was 15. I can still remember that sensation of dull, aching pain in my forehead, sides, and back of my head, as if someone was hammering at my skull from inside. Those episodes lasted for hours at a time, and to compensate for lost exam prep time, I would get up early or sleep late to make it up. Stress and tension headaches were my study partners growing up. These headaches went away when I entered college, probably because I didn't exert myself so much. But like an old-time friend that you run into on social media, these headaches came back when I entered management. Looking back,